Thinking of retirement seems daunting, expensively daunting. Measurement for a comfortable retirement is measured in millions these days. What about if you want to retire to a place worthy of all those years of hard work? Still, living on a fixed income doesn't mean you have to miss out on a satisfying retirement. In the right place, you might discover that you can stretch your budget further and spend your golden years enjoying yourself. This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we will be talking about the top 10 places in the US to retire under $1,500 a month. If you're new here, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notifications bell to get updates whenever we post. Creating a new life overseas can add excitement and new challenges to your retirement as you learn to navigate the local customs and languages. In recent years, more seniors have been considering retirement abroad, and quite few have actually made the move. According to a survey by International Living, more than 5 million people have retired abroad in the last 3 years. This is probably because you can have access to great housing, warmer climates, modern amenities, and remarkable healthcare systems, all at a much more affordable price. On top of that, you could decrease your monthly expenses, perhaps significantly simply by relocating to a new place. So here are the top 10 places in the US where you could embrace a high standard of living while enjoying a life of adventure and discovery on a budget of as little as $1,500 per month. Top 10. Detroit Beach, Michigan. Detroit Beach is a small community about 40 minutes south of Detroit on Lake Erie. Detroit Beach has a little over 2,000 residents and a crime rate that sits 68% lower than the national average. Detroit Beach is almost all single-family homes, but rent in this area averages around $750 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment. The average person can live on $1,469. Top 9. Apache Junction, Arizona. Apache Junction is quietly picking up steam for retirees. It's a suburb of east side of Phoenix. About 33 of the residents here are over 65, and their only real knock is the schools aren't the best. Everything else, the stats are great. The average 1-bedroom apartment rent for just $482 in Apache Junction, so you'll have extra money to do whatever. The average monthly expenditure in Apache Junction is $1,405. Top 8. Carnegie, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh is a nice city with great suburbs. Sure, it has some crime like all big cities, but it has some great places to live. One of the more affordable and nice suburbs is Carnegie with its 8,000 residents, named after industrialists, anti-labor activists, and compulsive library builder Andrew Carnegie. Carnegie has a creek running right through town and a great livability score 84 out of 11. The rent in Carnegie, Pennsylvania is $750 a month. The average person here can live on $1,400.48. Not bad. Top 7. Bedford, Ohio. Bedford is on the outskirts of the Cleveland metro area. Forget what you've heard about Cleveland. Bedford is a good place to live. They have a livability score of 84. This area of the country's healthcare costs on average are 16% lower than the national average. That's good. Rent in Bedford, Ohio, on average is $760 a month, and that helps out with your total monthly expenditure here. You only need dollars a month to survive in Bedford. Top 6. Wausau, Wisconsin. The small town feel is so strong here, you'll find it hard to believe that they have 40,000 residents. They have great festivals every summer, and it's one of the better places to live in Wisconsin. The Wisconsin River runs right through town, so there's a lot to do when it comes to kayaking, fishing, and all that good stuff. Rent in Wausau, Wisconsin on average is $657 a month. The monthly expenditure you're gonna need is $1,350 a month. That's it, we're getting lower. Rent there is only $640 a month. Top 5. Logansport, Indiana. A lot of towns in Indiana are getting a second look in the last year or two. Retirees and people that work remotely are finding places to live in Indiana towns, mostly because it's cheap. Indiana is filled with good people, and it doesn't have many jobs, and that helps make everything cheap. So if you're bringing a job with you, or you're retired and you really don't need one, Logansport is a perfect place for you. Livability score is 77, which isn't the best on this list, but it's respectable. Logansport has under 20,000 residents, 2 rivers, and a really low cost of living. They have a little bit of crime here, but it's not crazy. Everyone always seems to think that their town is the worst when it comes to crime. Logansport is not that bad. Don't fear stats, don't fear numbers. The average rent in Logansport is $630 a month. That's solid. The total monthly expenditure you're looking at to live in Logansport is $1,301. Top 4. Holly, Michigan. Holly's livability score is a little bit lower than some of the other ones in this list again, but it's so cheap it sort of makes up for it. Their livability score is 76. You can survive here on $1,280 a month, and the rent will only run you about $700. This town is small and adorable, with only a little over 6,000 residents. Top 3. Coopersville, Michigan. Coopersville is about 20 minutes west of Grand Rapids, and the people here seem to love this place. The livability score is 84, and it has decent schools and very little crime. Like all of Michigan, if you don't like cold winters, that may be a deal breaker for retirees. Retirees hate the cold weather. Rent here is pretty low. $620 a month will get you a nice 1-2 bedroom place, 1 bedroom as low as $500 here, so kinda nice. Your total monthly expenditure at Coopersville will be about $1,266. That's cheap. And with Grand Rapids right there 20 minutes away, it's not a bad place to live. Top 2. Blair, Nebraska. Blair, Nebraska is one of those towns we have all across America that probably wouldn't be there if it wasn't for a train. Blair wasn't even named after John Ainsley Blair, who was a giant businessman in the rail industry way back when. Blair is just off the Missouri River, and it's surrounded by farmland about 30 minutes north of Omaha, Nebraska. This place is a nice place to live. Very little crime, schools are decent, it gets cold in Nebraska, let's face it. Blair has just about 8,000 residents. They think they'll crack it in the 2020 census, but it has around 8,000. Now, this place is pretty inexpensive to live here. Rent is only $650 a month on average, and your total monthly expenditure of what you're gonna need to live here is about $1,257 a month. That's it. And to one place that tops our list, Top 1. Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania. Having the coolest name on the list, you have this little suburb outside of Pittsburgh called Turtle Creek. If you look at it from the satellite, it looks like the whole town was built around this rehab center at the top of the hill. But the town's been there much longer than rehab was ever a thing. Turtle Creek has been losing population since the 1950 census. Yeah, every single census, they've lost like 14%, 21%, 16%, 5%, 7%. And the last one they lost 12%. That's why this place is so cheap. People are moving out, and it's a nice place to live. The average rent in Turtle Creek is $450 a month. The livability score in Turtle Creek is 82, and their average rent is $450. This is a great place for retirees. About a quarter of the residents of Turtle Creek is 65 years and older. What it costs to live here is about $1,190 a month. Just under $1,200 will get you by in Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania. Overall, enjoying a carefree and happy retirement is what everyone dreams about. And even if you don't have $1 million when you're done working, you can still enjoy your golden years in these places once you're retired. Sticking to your budget is easy in these cities where you can retire for less than $1,500 per month. Do you find this video helpful for you or any of your relatives? Let's know your thoughts on these top 10 places in the US to retire under $1,500 a month in the comment section down below. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.